listen in to the proceedings in the Lok Sabha.
लोकसभा की संशोधित कार्य सूची में क्रम संख्या 11 पर अपने नाम के सम्मुख अंकित प्रपत्र सभा पटल पर रखता हूँ।
Item number 12, Shri Suresh Gopi ji.
Respected Chairman, sir, with your permission, I rise to make this statement in the House listed against my name at serial number 12 in today's revised list of business. Thank you.
Item number 13, Shri Bhagirath Chaudhary.
माननीय अध्यक्ष जी, मैं आज की कार्य सूची में क्रम संख्या 13 में उल्लिखित कृषि और किसान कल्याण मंत्रालय की वर्ष 2026-27 की निर्गत परिणामी अनुसरण रूपरेखा की प्रतियां हिंदी तथा अंग्रेजी संस्कृत सभा पटल पर रखता हूँ।
Item number 14, Shri George Kurian.
Speaker sir, with your permission, I rise to lay the papers listed against my serial number 14 in today's revised list of business.
Item number 15, Shri Robert Bruce.
Well, that's the big breaking news that we are getting for you. Live visuals show that there is massive ruckus which is there in the Lok Sabha. Shame, shame chants by the opposition parties, which is all set with a strategy to move a no-confidence motion, however, against the Speaker. However, the important point is that there is friction within the opposition ranks. The TMC says they're not on the same boat. They refuse to sign the no-confidence motion against the Speaker. Well, with that, there is more breaking news and updates coming in from the Parliament. The next big one is there on your screens. The Congress is now escalating the face-off with Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla, as we've been reporting, keeping its MPs ready to move a no-confidence motion. However, sources are saying that K. Suresh, Mohammad Javed, they are going to be the chosen ones who will formally submit the motion. Let me go across to Pragya. Pragya, more details now emerging of Congress's game plan. K. Suresh, Mohammad Javed are the ones who've been chosen to table this. However, it doesn't seem like they have the numbers. Not even their own alliance partners are on board with this.
Absolutely, Meek. They don't have number, but this is more symbolic rather than ensuring that they are going to win this no confidence motion. They also know that even most of their allies are not on the same page. Everyone brought discussion. In fact, TMC and also, Samajwadi Party would want a discussion on budget. But having said that,
ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు సొంత జిల్లాలో దౌర్జన్యము, దోపిడీ, కిడ్నాప్లు, డబ్బులు అంచనాలు, ఈ రకంగా అత్యాచారాలు చేస్తా ఉన్నారు. దీని మీద నేను సవాలు తీసుకొస్తున్నాను. సభ ఖండించాల్సిందిగా కోరుతా ఉన్నాను.
Kiran Raju ji.
सर, ये बजट का समय है। मेरा अनुरोध है कि आज बजट पे चर्चा कीजिए। हम लोग कल भी कांग्रेस वाले से हाथ जोड़ के मैंने कहा है कि बजट का डिस्कशन शुरू हो चुके हैं। नाम भी पुकारे हैं। शशि थरूर जी का नाम पुकार चुका है। वो अपना बजट स्पीच को शुरू करने से सारा सदस्य, अलग अलग पार्टी के जितने मेंबर्स, सबने अपना नाम दे चुके हैं। उसके बाद जो हमारे नेक्स्ट स्पीकर समाजवादी पार्टी के, तृणमूल कांग्रेस के, डीएमके के, उनके नेता भी बोलने के लिए तैयार है। कांग्रेस ही अपना बात शुरू नहीं करते हैं। हर दिन इस तरह वेल में आकर के हंगामा खड़ा करते हैं, पार्लियामेंट चलने नहीं देते हैं। नुकसान सबका हो रहा है। मैं फिर से अपील करना चाहता हूं कि आप लोगों ने इस सदन का गरिमा बहुत गिरा चुका है और ज्यादा गिराने का कोई आवश्यकता नहीं है। बजट पे चर्चा सीधा सीधा शुरू होना चाहिए। अध्यक्ष जी,
Honorable members, please go back to your seats. Honorable members, please go back to your seats. Let the budget discussion start. The House stand adjourned to meet again at 2 p.m.
Well, that was a scathing reply by Kiran Rijiju, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister. He's made two important points. First, that Congress is isolated on this issue in their disruptions of the Lok Sabha. Kiran Rijiju says Samajwadi Party is ready to speak and discuss the budget. Kiran Rijiju says that even DMK is willing to speak, and so is Shashi Tharoor. Kiran Rijiju says that it is only Congress Party which wants to disrupt and not discuss the budget. This, remember, is the budget session, which is why questions are being raised as to why there are such repeated disruptions, and only by the Congress Party. That's the point that the centre has just made. Meanwhile, let's get you a video which has been tweeted by the Parliamentary Affairs Minister as well of that day. We're going to show you that in just a minute. This is the video that we are showing for you of Kiren Rijiju, which has put out. This is something that Kiren Rijiju has put out, saying that this is the Congress women MPs who can be seen near the Prime Minister. First on Times Now, we are getting you the video of women MPs that you can see near the Prime Minister, based on which the Lok Sabha Speaker said that there was a bid to ambush the Prime Minister, that the Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla had advised the Prime Minister not to come to the Lok Sabha. You can see the leaders of the Congress party, the MPs, women MPs of the Congress party, going towards the Prime Minister's chair. And this really is the video which has irked the opposition parties, because following this, Om Birla, the Speaker, had said that he had advised the Prime Minister not to come to the Parliament, not to come to the Lok Sabha following this, after which you had the opposition parties which have alleged that this was partisan behavior by the Lok Sabha Speaker, and following which there have been a massive war of words. Well, that's the visual that you can see right now, that Prime Minister's absence during the motion of thanks is something that the Congress MPs had now written to, and following which now you have more such face-offs which are happening with the BJP MPs, women MPs today, writing to the Speaker as well. You can see the Congress MPs, the women MPs such as Jyoti Mani now moving towards. This is the video which has been put out of that day when the Prime Minister allegedly was being ambushed by the women MPs of the opposition. And these are the visuals that you can see on your screens. In fact, as you can see on your screens, this is the video which has been put out by the Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju of the massive chaos which had happened on the 4th of February. He shared this video, which is very, very explosive, because it catches allegedly the confrontation which had happened between the women MPs of the opposition parties and the Prime Minister as they walked towards the Prime Minister. On camera, you can see the Congress women MPs with banners. In fact, this is what has been put out by the centre now, Kiren Rijiju to be precise, showing how in the Treasury benches you have the presence of Congress MPs who had walked towards the Prime Minister, following which Kiren Rijiju says that most degrading behavior of the Congress MPs has been displayed in this video. Ministers were trying to stop the Congress MPs, is what you can see. You can see several of the ministers here of the NDA. Kiren Rijiju is there, Ashwini Vaishnav. You have Piyush Goyal, who are trying to speak to these women MPs, trying to ask them to stop, halt and not proceed. Let me go across to Pranesh. Pranesh, this is very significant, because at the end of it, there have been two versions. The Congress have been saying that there was no plan to ambush, but this video is going to bring the truth to light.
The parliament was turned into Jantar Mantar, and by that I mean this is the most unparliamentary behavior that has been captured on tape. This is the unseen footage that has now been posted by the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, Mr. Kiren Rijiju. And as you can see, Meghna, that senior ministers of the Modi government are pleading with folded hands. I can see Ashwini Vaishnav there trying to persuade this group of opposition MPs. You have Nishikant Dubey, is not a minister. Then you have Ashwini. On the left-hand side, you have Giriraj Singh, who's
Piyush
also...
Goyal.
Piyush Goyal. At least 3 ministers have their hand folded. They are telling them that it's time for the Prime Minister to come. You know, it is time for him to address the House. Please don't do this. You can go to your seats and protest. But look where they are standing. They have now gone beyond the well of the House. You know, every time there is a ruckus, we see opposition MPs or whoever is protesting in the well of the House. Even that is not allowed. They have now well and truly gone beyond the well of the House. They are near Treasury benches, and that the first seat is for the Leader of the House. Leader of the House in Lok Sabha is Prime Minister Modi. It was his turn to speak. He had to reply to the motion of thanks on the President's address. But he was ambushed, and now after a few days, the footage is finally out. for everyone in the opposition who thinks that, look, the Modi government has not been following parliamentary protocol. They must introspect and ask themselves just one question. Is this behavior parliamentary? Is this the way they want this country to run? Because the answer to that question is no. No one in their right minds can undermine the temple of democracy. The Lok Sabha can have, you can have serious debates, you can have disagreements with each other, you can have passionate conversations, but this is not that. This is ruckus, disruption, and ambush, for lack of a better word. Because what do we see? Women MPs are being egged on by some people. I see Imran Masood also. I'm not sure who are the others on the bottom left of the screen. I can't pick up the gnats what he is saying, but going by the signaling, the gestures, it seems to the ordinary eye that he is asking them that, why don't you move forward? And they are near where the Prime Minister sits. Now imagine, for people who are saying that the Prime Minister just made this into an excuse and did not appear in the house, he was not ready perhaps, etc., etc. How would the Prime Minister have crossed this crowd? If you see the second bench, the second row, Meghna, there are protesting MPs there also. So the Prime Minister have had to cross that crowd. And going by this, I don't think they were in any mood to relent. Which is why you had a situation where the ministers were trying to persuade, talk to them that please go back. You can, shout slogans, placards are not allowed. So I don't think, that was, or that can be part of the deal, so to say. But this is unparliamentary behavior. We are trying to connect to more people on the phone line to get their view on this. Because this footage is out for the first time, posted by the Parliamentary Affairs Minister himself.
Well, this is very significant because this footage is unseen footage. For the first time, you can see what really happened. This is going to bring the truth onto the table, and now we are clearer about what was the entire sequence of events, because there have been different versions about it. Congress had said that there was no threat to the Prime Minister whatsoever. I'm going to read out what the Congress MPs had written, and this is a letter which was signed by Priyanka Gandhi Vadra as well as several of the others. It said that it is a false and baseless defamatory allegations which have been made, and saying that we are not going to be there to defend the non-appearance of the Prime Minister, which is why he is there. Prime Minister's absence from the House was due to any threat of us. It was an act of fear. They said they did not have the courage to face the opposition. On your screens, you can see the footage of the Congress MPs. Now, it's significant because this is at the Treasury benches. Anyone who can see, this is at the Treasury benches. This is where all the union ministers are sitting. And right here in front is where the Prime Minister's seat would have been, where he was stopped from coming in because of the ruckus which is happening. Now, what do parliamentary norms say? They dictate that when the House is in session, no one should get up from the seats. Clearly, all the Congress MPs, you can see, including Jyoti Mani and several others, had stormed to this area. They left their seats. They came all the way across to the Treasury benches. And despite the fact that you have union ministers pleading with them repeatedly, this is Ashwini Vaishnav, who can be seen doing this, saying, please go back to your seat. Two gestures we are going to highlight, and we are going to highlight the number of people with folded hands. You have union ministers gesturing to the Congress lady MPs, saying, please return to your seats. It appears that they are saying that let the Prime Minister come and speak. And based on this, the centre is now saying that there was ruckus. It wasn't safe for the Prime Minister to enter because you had women MPs who were ready to ambush him. This is the footage which is very significant. This is the footage of confrontation that you can see on your screens, which really changes the narrative and brings the facts to life. In fact, there is Mr. R. Rajagopalan, who's joining us, senior journalist, political analyst, who's joining us here on the show. R. Rajagopalan, now it's quite clear how women MPs had left their seats, gone to the Treasury benches. Now we can see union ministers with folded hands appealing to them to return, but to no avail. This is what happened. We know it for ourselves now.
What Prime Minister has been saying about urban Naxals, the MPs of Congress, especially Jyotimani and Varsha Gaikwad, they're all coming into the well of the House, crossing the limit of going to the treasury benches, standing near the Prime Minister's seat or blocking him from coming there. It was aimed at to kill Prime Minister or not, we do not know. Or they want to smash him or with some type of, the Gero with the Prime Minister with the cloths. We do not know. But Jyotimani's, action, especially with other 10 MPs, are not in the interest of the democracy. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who took the Constitution of India book and took oath, he is now doing unconstitutional things. You must also see the videos where Ashwini Vaishnav, Prahlad Joshi, Meghwal and other ministers requesting them to go to the seats. See that there is no reaction from BJP side. That is why BJP women MPs are writing letter. Today at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, you can expect some suspension of these Congress MPs. Otherwise, Parliament will not function. That is what Kiran Rijiju also tweeted. Therefore, it's a aim at to manhandle the Prime Minister or spoil the atmosphere of the Prime Minister, thereby creating a sort of anarchism inside the Parliament. Jyotimani has been the MP for 2 terms, but her willing is she being very, very forthcoming. She should not have gone to the Prime Minister's seat. Who authorized her? Whether Rahul Gandhi or not, that is what Nishikant Dubey is asking. So Nishikant Dubey, if they wanted to attack...
Mr. Rajagopalan, stay with us because I'm going to come back and I'm going to ask you what the parliamentary norms dictate the protocol which must be followed by all MPs. But before that, let me get in a reaction from Pradeep Bhandari, national spokesperson of the BJP as well. Pradeep, I'm going to read out from the letter which was written and signed by many of the Congress MPs, including Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, and of course the ones that we can see in this video, Jyotimani as well as our Sudha, Varsha Gaikwad and the rest that we can see in this video. But they say that we are members of the Parliament of the Congress Party, which stands for love for peace, constitutional values, human dignity. We do not believe in violence and intimidation. They say that this didn't happen.
Well, this video completely exposes them and their falsehood. If you observe this video very, very carefully, there were earlier less number of member of parliament, women member of parliament from the Congress party. They were calling their fellow member of parliament to specifically come near the Prime Minister's chair. Once the members of the Treasury bench saw that, they were visibly shocked and they requested the member of parliament from the opposition to move away and protest at some other side, because that is the chair of the Honorable Prime Minister and there was a physical security risk. Despite that, not a single member of parliament moved, which means that there were prior directions given either from Rahul Gandhi or Priyanka Vadra for them to circle the Prime Minister's chair, possibly lead to an embarrassing situation where they try to physically attack the Honorable Prime Minister. Knowing that the members of the opposition were not moving away from there, the members of the Treasury benches walked out. This clearly proves that entire plan was pre-planned, it was hatched, and there was a larger conspiracy, maybe conspired on the instruction of Rahul Gandhi to physically attack the Honorable Prime Minister at the hands of the women MPs of the Congress party.
Well, Pradeep, do stay on with us. Let me go back across to Mr. R. Rajagopalan because it's important that we don't fall into a political tutu-meme. It is not about that. What we can see is what happened. So, Rajagopalan ji, if you can explain to us, what is the protocol, the behavior MPs must, and especially those with 2 terms of experience, must have followed?
Meghna, the moment the MPs are elected, there is an orientation course conducted by the Speaker of the Assembly, of the Parliament. He tells the Speaker should not be, floor crossing should not be there. Especially when the Speaker is addressing, they should not be standing up also. There are some 25 to 30 do's and don'ts for the members of Parliament. But all of them have been flouted. And Madam Jyotimani, Varsha Gaikwad and other MPs are standing just before the Prime Minister's seat. And Jyotimani is asking some other MPs to come. Therefore, the intention was to attack Prime Minister, to manhandle Prime Minister. And also, like Rahul Gandhi was saying also, Danda se marenge. Unemployed MPs.
Okay.
So therefore, are they going to replicate that inside the Parliament? They want to kill Prime Minister Narendra Modi inside the Parliament. Or what are they doing to do? We do not know. Therefore,
we don't know what would have happened if the Prime Minister had come, but we do know what happened. And it does appear that this is what the centre is referring to as the ambush Prime Minister planned by Congress women MPs. You have the video there. It's you, the viewers, who can decide, is this an ambush or not? We are still awaiting Congress's defense on this. Let's see how they react to this video, which has been put out by the Parliamentary Affairs Minister. This is what happened, the confrontation between the Treasury benches and the Congress women MPs. Without a short break, this